Our coverage of Sport Beach 2023 continues. Very excited to be here, of course, at Cannes Lyons. What would you say to the 10-year-old versions of yourself, not just about where we are today, which isn't so bad, but about your careers in the industry?
I would say that it was definitely going to be one of those dynamic situations that are evolving right in front of our eyes. I'd say that over the course of my early career to now, that the technologies that have presented themselves as opportunities for you to really refine the skills that you have grown dramatically, and I think it's really important to be open to those technologies and not necessarily dismiss them because they're new or strange or different. And so I think to my 10-year-old self, I would tell myself to be really open to those technologies and use them as opportunities like I've had to accelerate my career.
That's a great way to look at it, right, Michelle? The idea of being open to these technologies. And you look at your career and how technology has changed. Talk to me right now about the power of creativity and how it's able to tap into technology.
My 10-year-old self, I thought I was going to be an astronaut. So definitely not thinking I was going to be on the beach in Cannes talking about creativity. But, you know, I think that led me to being an engineer, which then I was turned marketer. And the power of creative problem solving as a skill, I think, is one that served me well when I was younger, but I think also serves people really well now too, because all of those problems that are just getting more and more complex with technology, the understanding of how we make an impact in a very complex world.
And now here at Sport Beach, sport is the connectivity that is connecting all of us and bringing us all out here today. Talk to me about the importance of sport in your various lines of work and how you've seen it really come to the forefront in popular culture at large.
Yeah, I would say sports have been a part of my life for as long as I can remember. I think I like to say that at Calaxy we're a big team, and I think it starts with us as a co-founders. So I've founded my business with Spencer Dinwiddie of the Brooklyn Nets, and so we kind of run our team like a sport, if you will. And so I think it's really important because it creates and fosters an environment for ultimate collaboration and really allowing people to get put into the positions to make plays and really accelerate. And so sports it's invaluable in terms of how important it really is. And events like this and getting groups together and bonding over things like sport has something that has been done since the beginning of time. And so what's better than beach views and some pickleball at 10 a.m. On a Monday.
Not so bad, right? We did okay for ourselves. But to that end, Michelle, the idea of sport and what role it plays in your business now, how would you quantify that?
Yeah, well, I would say I'm going to go back to skills for a minute because at ETS, we're all about, our mission is really fair and equitable education and helping people assess their skills along the way of that lifelong journey. And when you think about sports, some of those durable skills that you learn when you play sports, right? Collaboration, leadership, how to communicate, like all of those things are great, and we don't teach kids, we don't teach ourselves, I think, enough to keep those skills really honed to be successful. And we need that for life.
Now, AI can just teach us, right? I think that's what it's here for. I feel like that is the buzzword of this edition of Cannes Lyons.
Which it
can,
yeah.
So let's talk about the positives surrounding AI and how it plays a role in what each of you do.
I would say that, the way we look at AI for us, especially being in the content creation industry, is that it's going to help accelerate the types of content we put together. But I think the creativity side of it that we've talked so much about is super important because I'd say that these are, tools that really help spur more creativity, more so than anything that, forces you to do the opposite, which is just, force you not to think, which is, I think, what a lot of people think about AI. But I think the best use of the technology is marrying it with what we all know and love, which is, oldest technology, which is the human mind, and the power of creativity that comes from within. But I think in the future, it's going to be really important to understand how these technologies can really accelerate, production, but also accelerate, time efficiencies and allowing you to focus and use all of your horsepower, your mental horsepower, on things that are creative and things that are maybe less mundane and things that don't require, that level of brain power.
Yeah, I'd say there's two things that AI is helping us do. One is reducing mundane tasks, right? So that people are freed up to actually work on higher order thinking and creativity is huge, and I think that's super important. The second one is it's never going to replace us, I don't think, as creators. The whole point of creative ideas, I think, is that you have a real human insight in that idea, and I think that humans can really understand and get insights like that, and then create the idea. AI can help us maybe execute it, but I think humans are always going to play a role in creativity.
Well, speaking to humans who are watching this, any advice for those looking to begin a career in marketing or want to, continue to create and be a part of a platform like yours?
I would say that the most important thing is just be open-minded to the opportunities that come in front of you, and just understand that, the path of life is very undetermined at times, and that's honestly a good thing. And I think the biggest, most exciting part of a new journey or new career is that you may not know where it takes you. But I think the most important thing is just remaining, consistent in your beliefs in pursuit of, your own personal happiness and things that are, valuable and things that are rewarding in the ways that you dictate. And so I'd say from that perspective, it's really important to keep a peace of mind.
Yeah, and I think that's so true. I love being open. You never know what's coming at you, and you accept it. I also think that we need to focus on, again, those durable skills. Those are going to translate, into success and life. So, again, like empathy, collaboration, leadership, those kinds of things are going to carry you through.
Well said. I think the world could all use a little bit more empathy. And here we are now at Sport Beach, and we are wrapping things up. But I want to ask you both, just as a fan of sports, is there an athlete that you're most looking forward to see here on the beach? That's the thing. We can all be here as marketers or executives or hosts. At the end of the day, we're sports fans. So is there anybody that you're hoping to, cross paths with here in France?
Don't tell Spencer, but I'm a pretty big fan of Carmelo Anthony.
Love
his game,
so much.
And he was unbelievable in those early 2010 2K games. If I just date myself.
Oh wow! So that's how you have love for Carmelo, is from the video games, huh?
Yeah,
Just keeping it fully tech, and yeah, there you go, right on brand. I love it.
But yeah, I'm excited.
How about you, Michelle? Is there anybody
Well,
that you're
I'm
hoping
going to have to say
paths with?
Spencer, because we're talking on Thursday, so I'm really looking forward to that.
Thank you both so much for your time. We are coming to you from Stagwell Sport Beach 2023, and be sure to follow, like, subscribe so you won't miss any of the action from Cannes Lyons.